Hi Martin, thank you for agreeing to chat with me on my Yale Tales. So would you mind just briefly introducing yourself, telling us who you are and where you're from?
Okay, my name is Martin Lustó. I'm from Argentina. I'm an economist and I've been involved in politics for the last 7 or 8 years.
In fact, you've been very successful in politics, haven't you?
I've been successful and also unsuccessful. So it's like life. Politics is like life.
I guess it is. So you were the youngest minister or the youngest minister of agriculture?
No, I'm not very sure about, because in our countries, in Latin American countries, they keep changing the name of the ministries.
Right.
So some people claim that I was the youngest minister of economics in the country. I don't know. I actually don't know.
And how old were you?
I was 37.
Wow. And you're now?
I'm 41.
You had to think about it then.
Yeah, because I don't know why, but I'm saying all the time that I'm 42. It's because I want to mature.
So do you describe yourself as an economist? Is that what you think you're going to carry on doing going forward?
I don't know, because actually my training is as an economist, but now that I've done so many other things, it's part of what I carry on in my backpack. I'm not sure that it is what defines me. I think it's one of, if you want, my skills or my prisms in order to take a look at the world, but I'm sure it's not the only one. Particularly when you're into politics, you need to understand several other dimensions to it. So.
Of course, although not all politicians do understand many other dimensions to life. So who is in your immediate family back in Argentina? Or here, in fact?
Okay. So in my immediate family is a concept that has changed in the last 2 years, maybe. My most immediate family now is my wife, Carla.
And when did you get married?
We got married here. We got married here in 10 minutes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It was an interesting choice for you. It was very romantic, but it was also quite pragmatic, wasn't it?
It was. I think that the romanticism to it was actually, paradoxical enough, that it was very pragmatic. So it's like, okay, let's take all the way out of getting married and enjoy it and just do it. So that's the way we did it here in Mihaela.
And it was partly dictated by circumstances, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's because part of my immediate family is the son that Carla is carrying on her. I don't know how to call it in English, belly or...
Yeah, belly is good. We could be more biological, but belly is good.
So in order for both of them to be covered by health insurance, we needed to get married. So we did. And that should be, or it's the way I feel it now, is my most immediate family. It's a stronger side that I feel.
It's funny, isn't it, how the real commitment is being together and having a baby together, but officially you need the piece of paper for the health insurance.
It's very strange. I thought it was surprising, particularly in a country which is discussing all the time, issues of not discriminating and stuff like that, that you actually need a piece of paper to acknowledge that you are with someone when you're about to share the most important thing that you can share with a person.
Exactly, in order to get the health insurance.
Yeah, it's very strange. And then I got, if you want, I don't know how to call it now, it's also my immediate family, but it's not my family, it's the blood family. I've got a brother and a sister. My brother is 7 years older than me.
What does he do?
He's an anthropologist and he is a headmaster in a high school. He's got 5 kids.
Wow.
And he's divorced. So he's got I would say his immediate family himself, and also his immediate trouble, because it's a very large family.
Yes.
And then I got a younger sister. She's been here visiting us.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
And she's a lawyer that specializes in criminal law.
And she's based in Buenos Aires.
She's based in Buenos Aires. And then my mom passed away in 2008, and my father lives in Miami, Florida.
So you're quite a scattered family at the moment.
Yeah.
So you're here as one of the World Fellows. Why did you want to be on the programme? Sounds like you've been so successful already. What did you feel like it might add to your life?
It's a bit strange because actually what I do now is I do consultancy, economic consultancy and political consultancy for large companies and politicians. So I'm all the time dealing with politics and dealing with Argentina, which is a very unstable country, at least from the political and economical point of view. So it gets you get kind of a bit of a negative energy by telling the things that you see that could be improved, that are not going well, that might be costly in the long term. So that kind of drains your energy and you get in a bad mood at the end of the day. And also you get very much focused on the short term of what's going on instead of being able to put a bit of a larger perspective to it and try to understand what else is, what are the driving forces are there to play things as they are playing out in Argentina. And also I was in academics before joining the government. So I wanted some time for myself in order to be a bit away from this mood in which Argentina is entering, and also to get back to do some thinking and a deeper understanding. When you're in academics, you have all the time in the world to answer very specific questions, sometimes even irrelevant questions. You have all the time. When you do consultancy, you have less of a time, but you need to speed up the process and you get to just the more relevant questions, or more relevant questions, but you only get an approximation answer.
Yes.
And when you're into politics, you need to react all the time. So it's, for me, coming here is kind of a active sabbatical,
yes,
in order to be able to, think some things over again.
So I hope you manage to find a job that leaves you in a good mood at the end of the day.
I hope.
It's very important.
So. Yeah, it's very, very important. Yeah.
So what's the uppermost thing in your mind at the moment? What's most important to you right now?
I have no doubt about that. It's
the baby.
It's a baby, yeah.
Which is due in January.
It's late January, yeah. Okay, so Carla is 5 months pregnant now. We are scheduled to go to the doctor tomorrow, actually.
Oh, right. For a
finally.
Yeah.
And to do some general check-ins and everything, but it's something that I've been postponing for a long time. I'm 42. And it comes at the right time. I feel that a long time ago, a friend of mine who's my age told me, I asked him and his wife, who's Italian, I asked him whether being parents was how it felt. And my friend is very peculiar. He always tells the truth and he doesn't fall for social conventions. He said, I think in order to become a father, you need to have done everything that you wanted to do in life for yourself first. Because even though nature dictates this, us being parents, it's not very natural for your mind to have the secondary role, not the leading role in your own life.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And his Italian wife said something like, when you see the baby there, you don't want to give it back because it's yours, but it's very difficult.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's going to be a very exciting new chapter.
So it's going to be. I think I've done many things in my life that I wanted to do, and I feel I'm ready. I'm ready to give to someone else.
So that brings me on to the subject of the bull run in Pamplona.
Okay.
Was this one of the things that you wanted to do? Was this on your bucket list?
I'm not sure I actually have a bucket list, but whenever I feel that there is something around that I want to do, at least before the baby, I always set myself to do it. It's like it's usually related to experiences.
And when did you do it?
I did it, I think it was 2010.
Yeah, and what did it feel like? Was it really scary?
It was very scary. Yeah, I was in Santander for a Latin American or Ibero-American economist meeting, and a very good friend of mine who's going to be the godfather to my son, he's Spanish, and he told me, I'm here very close to Santander, I'm 50 miles away. If you want, we can meet, have a lunch, have a bottle of wine. We did so. And then he said, what about going to Pamplona to lunch? Okay. So we went, the four of us, because it was him, his wife, his eldest son, which is my godson,
Mm-hmm.
who was just a baby. I think he was like 6 months old. So we drove for 200 kilometers. We stayed in a very modest hotel on top of a gas station. On the night of the run, I went there to see the bulls, which were pretty frightening. I couldn't sleep the whole night. And then the next morning, I run. And it's pretty short. It's really pretty adrenaline.
Are you glad to have done it? Do you think you learned anything from it, or was it just an experience for its own sake?
No, I'm happy that I've done it. It's like, I don't know what drives me to that, but I really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed sharing it with him. And whenever I travel, I like to do things that are typical of the places I travel to. And I know that bullfighting and this bull culture in Spain is getting into a big discussion, particularly with nationalisms and everything. But it's something that I really wanted to do.
And I'm sure it'll make a great story to tell your son. Do you think you'll do it again after he's born, or now that you're about to become a father, do you think that your bull running days might be behind you?
I don't know. Carla all the time telling me that I should put that behind, but I'm not sure. It might turn into something different. I don't know what shape it can take this drive, but I remember when we were about to run, my friend's wife, she rang my friend and she said, either you or the godfather come back, but please do not both them.
You shouldn't mind which one though. Martin, thank you very much. It's been a real pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
Thanks.